Hi Leo, this is Amanda from By Luna's Light. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to bring you your monthly reading. Now this will go from mid-June to mid-July. This is a collective reading, so please just take what resonates for you as always, and we'll see what comes up from Spirit. Alright, so I'm going to open up your reading today from the Enlightenment Oracle. This is my own personal deck that I've created, and it is available for purchase. Just check the links in the description box below. And I also have my Luna's Light Oracle that is on there as well. So check those out if you are interested. All right, spirits and guides, please come forward for my Leo. What do my Leo need to know in regards to their life for mid-June to mid-July 2022? What do my Leo need to know? Oh, there's one already. There we go. All right, overall energy, bottom of the deck is choices. So there is a fork in the road happening here, or there's some major decision that needs to be made at this time. Or perhaps you have made a decision and you are going down a new path. So it says options, confusion, and decisions. There may be a fork in the road ahead. Trust that your heart knows the way. Notice how it says heart. So don't let your head get in the way of this decision, basically. We can overanalyze, we can overthink and overplan, and usually we talk ourselves out of amazing things that way. So lead with your heart and not your head. Okay. So your first card is stillness. And it says reflection, quiet, and peace. Take some time to quiet your mind. You have all the answers you seek. What was I just saying? Leave your head out of this, because clearly your head is just on overdrive at this time. Your mind is going crazy over some sort of decision or major change in your life. And it's difficult because when you're going through a transition, you just want it to go as effortlessly and as perfect as you possibly could make it. But that's not how we grow. It's not ideal. Things need to happen naturally, and they, even the hard times, the bumps in the road, they need to happen, because then you're showing Spirit that you really want this change, that you're putting in the time and effort to make this happen, and it's helping your soul's growth along the way. So although it can be uncomfortable, and although it can be quite tumultuous and chaotic, they're very much saying, leave your head out of this. Try and find some stillness, some peace. Perhaps go by water and allow the water's energy to calm you again, because you might be going into panic attacks or anxiety mode, or just becoming a basket case in some regard, over what is going on right now. And they're saying, bring some peace back into your life. Find a way to spend some time on your own to just quiet your mind and get away from the hustle. Okay. And your next card is 666. And this is all about self, money, and materialism. You may be focusing too much on your finances. Let it flow naturally. So it could be that maybe you're transitioning into a new job, or maybe this big change, maybe you're moving and you just don't have enough money at this time, or you're money crunching to try and make it work. Either way, they're saying this is too much on your mind right now. When you hold on to something too tight, there's no room for it to flow naturally. So don't worry about this aspect. I know that's all we tend to worry about these days, is the financial security to be able to do things. But when you start to tell the universe that you have everything you need, that's when they give you everything you need. It's kind of that, reverse psychology effect, where you're like, no, good, I'm good, I have everything. And they're like, yeah, you do, here it is. So going about it in that way, instead of saying, oh my God, I don't have enough money for this, I don't have enough money for that, that shows that you have a void there. And Spirit's like, yeah, you don't. So it's a different way of manifesting. And they're saying you will have everything you need. So please don't worry about that. Easier said than done, I know. Especially in a money-driven world. Okay, and your next card is Shadow Work. Reflection, trauma, and healing. It's time to go within and rest, reflect, recognize, and heal from the past. So this major transition is going to be possibly bringing up a lot of trauma from the past, or perhaps trauma that you have been putting on the back burner for a bit of time now. Some sort of choice here to be made. I mean, you could be going over childhood traumas, or maybe returning to your childhood home where things are being brought up. Regardless, they're saying that it's time to do the work. It's time to stop avoiding the past. It's time to allow it to come back temporarily so that you can see it from a different angle, from a different age, from a different lens, and try to heal that part of you with all the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained over the years. So seeing your child self and saying, you know what, things could have been better, they could have been different for sure, but they are what they are, and I got this because this happened. Seeing the more positive outlook from it, and really trying to identify what those pieces are that need to be given the love and attention that they need, so that they're not holding you back anymore. All right, a lot of water here too, just saying. So some of you might be moving towards the ocean, or someone needs to go to the water to feel more at peace, because you're getting a lot of water coming through. Or you could be part water sign. There could be water in your chart. How am I doing this? Okay. Trying to keep it all in the camera. All right, so we're going to dive into some tarot to see just what is going on here. I'm going to clarify these cards with the Witch's Tarot, who I got from a dear friend of mine who is also a Leo. So thank you, Sherry. Shout out to my Sherry Leo. All right, angels and guides, please come forward. What do my Leo need to know in regards to their life for mid-June to mid-July 2022? Let's clarify stillness. Why is stillness here for my Leo? This one wanted to come out. Actually, they said that's it. 3 will be the magic number. All right, overall energy for this one, bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups in the reverse, which means that you're starting to see things more positively. And that's what this stillness is going to help with. Taking your mind off of what is going wrong and noticing what is going right. Noticing the changes within you as you go through this choice that you've made, whatever that pertains to for you. All right, so your first card is the Sun. Oh my goodness, I love that for you. This is the most happy, beautiful, joyous card in the deck, and they're showing that, you know what, there might be chaos going on, but it's leading you to a much happier place. You are going to be so much more fulfilled wherever you are going, or whatever you are doing. Whatever choice you have made is leading you towards happiness. So this is the most positive reinforcement here that you can get, that you've made the right decision. And your second card is the King of Swords in the reverse. So again, this is saying it's time to get out of your mind. The King of Swords in the upright is very analytical, is very thought-driven, very idealistic and practical, and just very does things through the mind. With this in the reverse, they're very much saying, okay, it's time to cut that out. It's time to stop overthinking, and maybe just kind of quiet down for a moment. Don't over talk about things, just, I mean, it's good to talk things out, but I feel like sometimes your temper can arise if you're a little chaotic. Maybe just being mindful not to voice everything, but also very much just getting out of your mind and stop seeing things so black or white, basically. And they're showing me the 10 of Wands, the end of a very difficult situation. This is also the end of a cycle. And look at all the burdens on this person's back. But the thing is, you're almost there. You're almost to your home. This is you moving towards a home. So for some of you, you could be moving home or moving to a new place that will feel like home. And you're leaving these burdens behind. Once you are there, you're going to be able to drop these burdens of the past that you've been holding on to. You're going to be able to, and that very much ties into the shadow work. Maybe once you go back home, or once you go to a home where you feel safe, you're going to be able to do this shadow work where you're going to be able to drop that load from the past and not carry everything with you. That is also a reminder from Spirit too, is that you do not need to bring everything with you. That means both in a physical move, you do not need to bring everything. You can part ways with some stuff so that it's an easier transition, but also emotionally, you do not need to bring everything with you. So be mindful when you are moving in whatever direction you are, whether that's towards a new home or towards a new job or a new relationship or just transitioning in some sort of new direction. You don't need to bring everything with you. All right, let's clarify. 666, self, money, and materialism. Angels and guides, please clarify 666 for my Leo. 3 cards, please. It's a good start, at least. One more card. There it is. All right, overall energy for this one is your own energy, Queen of Wands, but she is in the reverse. So this is showing a lack of confidence, a lack of drive or purpose. Perhaps this money issue or fear of lack of money is really throwing your confidence for a loop. Maybe you're feeling like you're not supported in this journey, and it's kind of making you second guess your choices. I'm really feeling in your solar plexus, and some of your solar plexuses, the lack of confidence, right? So it's like your solar plexus is out of balance right now because you're letting the money control where you go or control the outcome or control how you are feeling. You're letting that interfere with the journey of this. So Spirit's very much saying, like, it's time to flip this around. It's time to bring that confidence back and believe that everything is going to happen the way it should be, and not to try and control every aspect of it just to feel secure, right? We got to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. But here is a good sign. The Queen of Pentacles is here. The Queen of Pentacles is very self-driven. She's very wealthy and well off. She doesn't need anyone's help, basically, because she is so good with money. And this is what you're epitomizing. This is what you're, at least what you want to be, where you are so self-sufficient and you're not needing to rely on anyone for money. And, you know, sometimes we do need to ask for help, though. Just putting it out there. We are not all perfect beings, you know. None of us are. So sometimes we do need to be comfortable with asking for help if we need it, financially, especially in this day and age. Doesn't mean you're a terrible person who can't hold their own. That is far from the truth. And I feel like a lot of you would be the first to offer help to others. So don't be so hard on yourself if you need to ask for help too. But here you have the confidence in the money coming through. So this is Spirit very much saying, hey, you're capable of getting this done. Don't worry about the money. The Queen of Pentacles never worries about the money. She has it flowing towards her at all times. And this is the energy that's coming through. But you're doubting this because the Star is in the reverse here. So you're feeling maybe like it's interfering with your hopes and dreams. Maybe this money is taking control of where you are truly wanting to go. Or maybe, you're worried that once you get to where you are, you don't know if that's going to be enough to sustain you. Leave those worries behind. That's the whole idea of this reading, is to get out of your mind, right? Just trust that your heart is leading you in the right direction. So don't allow it to interfere with everything that you've wanted. This shows that perhaps at times you want to give up. Perhaps at times you're really wanting to just give up on what is coming through with what is meant to happen, this journey that you're on. You're like, why am I doing this? Why am I making such a radical change? It's like your worst enemy sometimes. But this is meant to happen. We have the Sun card here, right? This is going to be such a beneficial change in your life. And it's only natural that you second guess after you've made the decision, because it's different, it's new, it's the unknown that you're diving into. But they're saying, don't give up yet. You're almost there. Do not give up on this, and don't give up on your dreams or yourself. All right. And last one, shadow work. Let's clarify shadow work for my Leo, please. Let's clarify shadow work. Oops. One more card. There it is. All right, overall energy, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Here is that new beginning, but it's in delay for financial stability. It is coming in though. This Ace of Pentacles is a new job perhaps, or a new home, something stable. It's coming in, but not quite yet. It's almost there. So within the month, maybe next month, it's coming. It's just a gradual change. Okay, so your first card is Temperance, bringing balance back into your life. And they're showing me water again. So dipping your toe in the water, but also staying grounded. So for those of you that get overly emotional or overly stressed, yes, going to the water, dipping into your emotions, especially with this shadow work, you're going to need to dive into those emotions, but they're saying very much to remain balanced by grounding yourself at the same time. So don't just dive head into this shadow work because you'll drown. I mean, it's too much to take on all at once for anyone. You don't just want to dive back in there because that could bring on depression and anxiety and hopelessness. But you need to find a way to still stay grounded while you go into this shadow work. Finding something that anchors you, whether that is another person, maybe your significant other or your family, or perhaps some sort of hobby that will help to ground you. Maybe a new job that is completely up your alley, a passion of yours, something that will keep you grounded while you dip your toe into the past, into your emotions, into your shadow work. And they're showing a reluctance of working on yourself. So the Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse. That's avoidance of putting in the work to you. In the upright, it talks about, really working hard towards something. Now that could be the physical, that could be an apprenticeship at a job, that could be going back to school, investing in your future. Whereas this is in the reverse. So they're showing the lack of will to put back into yourself, to invest in yourself. So avoidance, basically, avoiding that shadow work. And it's leading to the Empress in the reverse. So you're not at your fullest potential with this shadow work still looming over your head. It's actually prohibiting you from being as empathetic as you could be towards yourself and others. It's kind of prohibiting you from opening up to new beginnings, to the birth of a new life. You know, it's really holding you back at this time. So Spirit is bringing this forward for a very solid reason. They're saying, hey, you've been turning your eyes from this for a long time. It's time to right some wrongs. It's time to console that inner child. It's time to love that inner child and inner self. And it's time to move forward into the sun. All right, Leo, that is all I have for you today. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are interested in either of my decks, please check out that link in the description box below. And I will see you guys again for your next video. Take care.